Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, bonjour, bonsoir, hola, guten Tagen, guten Morgen, and anything else to say hello. At this point, how good am I getting at my languages? Not very, but hey, we're trying. We are trying. Trying everybody's patience, I think, today. How are we all? So, if you're not on social media or on my social media pages, you may or may not have seen that I put a video up this morning saying that yes, after me telling you the other day that 100% 7pm on Wednesday, every Wednesday coming, guess who's late this week? And what? Who else would it be apart from me? The most unorganised blonde business person that you'll meet. I'm not unorganised in business, just with my podcast and my personal life. But there was a reason. I've been in my bed with the man flu. We nearly never had a voice. We nearly never had breath. We nearly never had anything. We nearly never had Aileen, in my opinion. Not anybody else's. They all think I'm quite dramatic. But it's only my opinion that counts when it comes to how I felt on the days. Not that I'm trying to pull on your heartstrings or anything like that. I'm not trying to make you feel sorry for me or anything, but if you want to give me a wee bit of sympathy, then I'll take it, because I didn't get any for my sons, didn't get any for the family, like the mother or the anybody. It was only me that was giving me sympathy, nobody else, just me, myself and I. I've still never figured out what that song is. Remember I was going to try and find it about 25 years ago. Still not done it. Don't know where I heard it. It's one of the earworms. You only know that one bit and you don't know anything else. You don't know where it came from, how you heard it, where you heard it. Nothing. Maybe I made it up. I don't know. And at this rate, I probably never will know. But that's okay. That's on me. But yeah, what's everybody been up to? Have we been enjoying the sun is shining, the weather is sweet? Yeah. I lost the tune there, didn't I? No, the tune, the note. I just never sang that very well. But we'll not try it again just in case it happens again, because the voice is still not quite 100% yet. Hence why I'm talking a bit softer and gentler today. We've not had a great day today, but that's by the by. I think the mother is worried. She keeps phoning me and saying, "Are you okay?" It doesn't matter how many times I say I'm okay. She doesn't believe me, because she knows not to trust anything I say. Anyway, what are we talking about today? I don't know how long this episode's going to go, because I'm winging it. We are winging it. So it could be half an hour, it could be an hour, it could be 20 minutes. I don't know. Let's just see how we got on. But anyway, I did say on social media today that this week's topic, which is going out tonight, Friday the 24th of April, at whatever time it ends up at. It was an aim to be at 7 o'clock, but that's not looking likely. Lost loves. Lost love. Lost loves. Lost loved. Loved and lost. Lost and love. Every single one of the statements will mean something different. So lost love could mean that you've lost somebody that you thought should be the one. Do you know we all say that the one that got away, the one that was meant to be, the one that you maybe didn't realise how much you loved them until you lost them. Whatever way you lost them. Lost in love could mean that you have lost yourself while in that relationship, while in the depths of love. Loved and lost, again, could be similar to lost love, where you've been in love with somebody, that relationship or whatever didn't work, and you've maybe just never found love again. And all these statements, all these definitions are, as I said, they're going to mean something different to everybody, and they'll touch somebody, anybody, everybody in a different way. And it could be that this episode has came to you because you maybe feel that way at the minute, or you've been thinking a certain way at the minute. It could be coming to you because you need to face up to something that you've buried away for a long time. Because it's not good to ignore your feelings and your emotions. Let me assure you, it is not good. I buried some feelings and emotions for almost 30 years. And in that course of 30 years, it has almost ruined me, almost took me, lots of different things. But I'm not going to go down the road of telling you my experience. That's not for today. That's not what today's episode's about. But just to let you know that I feel you. I've been there. I'm still there to an extent in various different ways. And sometimes you never go over certain situations, and that's okay. But never ever bury your feelings. Never bury your emotions, because that's when things go wrong. We all say, I'll talk about it another day. Oh, no, it doesn't matter. Oh, I'm okay. And I think especially in Britain, in the UK, we are very harsh to ourselves. I can't comment on the rest of the world, but I know there is places in the world that will talk more openly than what us British people do. It's very British to say, I'm okay. Let's just get on with it. But the let's just get on with it isn't helping anybody. And we're seeing this daily. We're seeing how just getting on with it and just pulling your socks up, how all these different definitions, all these different phrases that people think helps or thinks that they have to say or have to use or have to believe, how eventually it can destroy us, whether it's emotionally, mentally, physically, and at some point it is taking people away. They're making decisions that they can't come back from, and that's when you lose that loved one. That's another scenario of lost love, isn't it? And it could be your son, your daughter, your brother, your sister, your aunt, your uncle, your mum, your dad, your grandparents, your best friend, an acquaintance, your work colleague, your boss, anybody. It could be a teacher. It could be the wee man in the bakery shop. It could be the woman in the fruit shop. It could be anybody, and you don't even need to know them. You don't even need to know them to care that that person's not here anymore because they've made that decision. Because it's not nice to think that somebody's been that lonely, that low, and in the depths of despair, that they felt as if they had nowhere to turn. They couldn't open up, they couldn't be honest about how they felt. Lost love can also be if you've been pregnant or expecting a baby, and maybe that pregnancy didn't go full term for whatever reason, whether it be your choice or the choice was taken out of your hands. Regardless, you may have loved the baby, even if you did make the choice not to carry on with the pregnancy. Timings, health, different things may have led you to that decision. The decision might have been taken out of your hands, and again, you've created a bond and you've lost it. You never got to fully experience it. Maybe a friendship that's gone, no more. It might have been out of the blue. It might be there was an argument. It might be they moved away and you just lost contact. Maybe it was somebody you were in a relationship with, and for whatever reason they're not in your life anymore. It might be they've passed. It might be that they've moved on with somebody else. It could be that they broke your heart. You never got over it. You could never forgive them for it. But it doesn't mean to say that you can't stop thinking about them. It doesn't mean to say you should stop thinking about them. And it doesn't mean that you have to switch off your feelings, because just because somebody's done wrong to you doesn't mean that your feelings are going to change. It just means that how you look at them and whether you trust them may be different now. And it takes more than love to carry on a relationship. You need to have that trust. You need respect. You need everything. It's a full package. It's not a one-hit wonder, if that makes sense. Maybe you've got a parent who's got dementia and you're already grieving that person that's gone, even though they're still here, but they're not fully here. They're not the person that you grew up with. They're not the person that you know. You still love them, but that person that you loved growing up is gone. You've lost them to this horrible disease. So I think what I'm trying to tell you is, when somebody says they've lost love, don't jump to the conclusion that it's exactly what you think. Don't read a book by its cover. Don't just think you know the full story. None of us ever know anybody's full story. Everybody, regardless of how open they are to you, they'll always hold back a wee bit. They'll always hold back something, because that's how you protect yourself. That's human nature. We should always be in protective mode to an extent, not to the point where your barriers are that high that you don't let anybody in and people start to give up on you and walk away, because what's the point? What's the point if they're giving you everything and you're giving them nothing? And that's another scenario where you could lose somebody that you love or care for. And again, it doesn't need to be somebody you're in a relationship with. It could be a family member, a friend, a colleague, whatever. If your barriers are so high that you're constantly pushing against somebody, but they're willing to try with you, at some point they will give up. And that's not on them. To an extent, it's not on you, but it is on you as well, because if somebody's shown you that you can trust them, nobody's asking you to give them 100%, but give them a little something. Give them something. All relationships, regardless of whether it's friendship, family, romantic, needs trust. Throughout life, we're going to lose different people. I've spoken about this before, how at different stages in life you may naturally, gradually lose people, and it's not in a negative way. It's not that you fell out, it's just that your lives are all going in different directions. And years down the line, you may find yourself starting to think about different memories. You may think about the people that were in your life at certain points. And what we want to do is try and look back in the memories with fondness and with happiness and with a smile, if that makes sense. We don't want to be looking back on memories and thinking regret or I wish or things like that. But that's a good thing about social media. I mean, I know social media can be negative in some ways, but it is good for if you want to keep in touch with people that maybe aren't close by. Yeah, we've all got mobile phones, or most of us have got mobile phones now, maybe have things like WhatsApp or email or whatever else. If you've got friends that are in different parts of the country, different part of the world, I definitely think I'm in a different world for everybody else today, because my brain never woke up all day. But once people start having families, because you'll have friendship groups where some of your friends will start having families earlier than others. I was one of the earliest, so I know that feeling, and that's okay. That's their time, or that's your time to start having a family. Everybody's time, if they want a family, will come. Everybody's time, if they want to settle down, will potentially come at some point. It's just about not feeling any bitterness if you're going into another phase of your life and other friends maybe aren't ready to come into that phase of their life, or vice versa. Somebody else is stepping into the next phase of their life and you're not quite ready to go there yet, so you're kind of still holding back, wanting to do party, or you want to be going to gigs and different things, but yet they're wanting to start their own business and get serious with life and buy their house and blah blah blah. So don't have resentment because somebody's life is in a different direction from yours, or vice versa. Don't think, well, we've been friends for like 25 years, so actually we should be at the same point in life as each other. No, everybody's got a different mindset, everybody's got different goals, different ambitions. Everybody will have had different dreams growing up. They would have seen how they maybe wanted their life to be growing up. Me, personally, I've been winging life since I was about 10. I actually think I've been winging life since I came out the womb, but we'll not go there. I'm definitely a winger. I'm a go with the floor. I'm a let's see, and when I make a decision, I go full throttle on it. And then if there's consequences, I face up to the consequences, and if not, then I move on and evolve and do whatever I need to do to get to the next phase in my life. I have probably told you so many times, like, my boys are my world. They've always been my first and foremost. They're my biggest priority. They're my biggest achievement. They're my biggest everything. Then after that it's my businesses at one point. And that's okay, because my business is like, or businesses, if you want to include the podcast, they're my babies as well. They're mine. I've nurtured them. I've started them from zilch, zero, nothing. And I've done all the work on my own, and that's fine, because then I don't have to be held almost at gunpoint, if that makes sense, with somebody down the line. It'll be like, well, actually, I got you to where you are now. Well, no, I got myself and my boys where we are now, and that's an achievement that I'll always be proud of. Not a lot of things in my life that I'll say I've been proud of, because there's not really much in my life that I've done, to be honest with you, because I've been a single parent my whole adult life. But being able to start my own businesses, being able to bring up 2 boys on my own, being able to do this, being able to do that, both have had their own health struggles or whatever else, and I've got us all through it. I've had my own severe health struggles, got us through that, and I've got us all to where we are today, and I've got nobody to thank but myself, and that's okay. Don't get me wrong, it would have been nice to have some people there at some points, but there wasn't, and I got us through it, and that's fine. That's okay. That's just life. And yeah, it was hard at the time maybe, but now I can say, do you know what? I done it. I got here. I mean, there was a few times when I didn't think I'd be here today. I can assure you that. And there was a lot of my psychiatrists and psychologists definitely wouldn't have thought I'd be here today. But we're here, and we're growing, we're expanding, we're doing everything we need to do, and we will continue to do so. So whether you have loved and lost love, you're lost in love, please don't think that that's a definition that you're going to carry through the rest of your life. Please don't think that that defines how your future's going to be. You can lose love and find love. You can lose love and never want to be in love again. You can lose love and only ever love yourself again. And you know what? Every single one of these statements are absolutely fine. You can lose love and find a greater love in the future. But see, as long as you're making yourself a priority and you're doing exactly what you want to do in life, you can't ever have any regrets. And regrets are one thing that I've never took through life, regardless of any, in inverted commas, bad decisions I may have made, especially when it comes to men. You can't make regret, you can't have regrets, because every decision you made's got you to where you are today. Every regret or every decision has took you on your life journey, and yeah, maybe it's took you longer to get to where you wanted to be, or maybe you've had to fight a few battles along the way, or it might have been a wee shortcut you've took and ended up getting to where you wanted to be quicker. But don't ever live with regrets, because you can't change it. You can't turn back time. We don't have the Doc Ways time machine. None of us can turn back time. None of us can change the past. So what's the point in regretting it? It was a decision that you made at that time that benefited you potentially at that time. It was a decision that you made at that time that you potentially wanted to make at that time. So I regret it now. There's no point in living with regret, because the only person you're torturing by having regrets is yourself. You and your mind. You and you only. Because turning around to your best pal that's sitting next to you and saying, I regret blah blah blah, doesn't affect their life. Telling your parents, I regret blah blah blah, it's not going to change anything in their life in this moment. So what's the point? Just, okay, maybe a decision I wouldn't make today, but I made it, done it, lived through it, we're here today, and that's it. I know it's not going to be as easy as that, but it's almost like where you need to kind of put your head. You need to just accept that you made that decision at that time for whatever reason, and concentrate on your future. Future loves, future happiness, future expansions, future whatever, future careers, future holidays. Talking about holidays, I've been talking about holiday romance that I had in 1995 recently, and it got me to thinking, no, he's not lost love, don't worry. Definitely wasn't in love with him. I really liked him. I was not in love with him. I was only 16. But it got me thinking about a bottle of perfume. I used to always get, every year I went to Portugal. And I've never seen it anywhere else apart from Portugal. I've never seen it in Spain. I've never seen it in the UK. I've never seen it in Ireland, like anywhere. So then I started Googling the other day, blah, 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 perfume, Portugal 1995. And I thought, there's no way I'm going to find it by typing that in. But I just thought, I'm typing in every single word that could potentially mean this bottle of... Guess what I found? Found my bottle of perfume. Well, I'm hoping I've found it. So it's coming from New York. I'm saying it's coming from New York. I'm hoping it's coming from New York because either that or I've been scammed. And I'll let you know if it's the bottle of perfume. So I've been looking for this bottle of perfume for 32 years, might I add. No, wait a minute, what age am I? 31 years. Aye, maybe. 31 years. I nearly gave myself an extra year onto my life there. But how crazy I've been looking. I mean, I've not been looking for 31 years because we've not had the internet that long. But you get where I'm going with this direction, this bottle of perfume. See if I get it. And it doesn't bring back holiday vibes. And I'll be so gutted. See if I get it and I don't like it anymore, I'll be even more gutted. I've just spent £40 on that. And I don't even like it. I'll be raging. I'll be absolutely fuming. But, do you know, I met a few good friends. I say I got a few good friends. Oh, I don't talk to them anymore. But that's just life. Because back then you didn't have the internet, so you couldn't keep in touch with people. But we did make a few good friends. And I'm wondering if this perfume's going to remind me of them. I don't know. How crazy though. Imagine typing in bottle of perfume. Well, I typed in the name of it. No, the name of the company that made it. Portugal 1995. There it was. Just sitting there smiling at me, going, go, buy me, I dare you. And I thought, don't dare me, because I'll just do it anyway. You don't need to dare me, I'll do it. So that's a love that I lost, that bottle of perfume, and now it's coming back to me. Do you think it'll turn me into a 16-year-old again? I hope not. I was a bit mental back then. That could be doing me being a bit more mental. Although, I think my mum's worried. I do think she's worried. She's worried I'm going to do something daft. But that's alright, we'll let her worry. I am the definition of unpredictable. You don't know what you're going. Life is like a box of chocolates. So is my brain. Yeah. So, how many times have you been in love in your life, do you think? I've got two cousins who they're very much your cannot be on their own type people. They always have to be in a relationship. They always have to have a person. The friend that was a bit like that as well. She always said she was very independent, but she always needed a man, even if it was just for the one night. And that's not me saying anything bad about her. I loved it about her. But also I was like, I would dread the phone calls because I never knew if I was going to get her phoning me in tears or phoning me with excitement. Whereas I'm the type of person that if I split up with somebody, it doesn't take me ages to go over them, but I'll always make sure I'm fully over that person before I start dating somebody else, because I just don't think it's fair on the next person, because they might get feelings for you and you don't feel the same because you're fully there was one time I didn't fully make sure but I did tell the person, I'm not with that person yet, so just letting you know that this probably isn't going to work between us two, but God love him, he still lived in hope. So I wish I never done that to him, but we're still pals, so it's fine. But I've loved and I've lost. Can't remember the rest of that song. That's a bit like me with every song, isn't it? I was taking my son to college this morning and I says, I wonder what song I should sing next. And they went, try the quiet song. Can you believe you said that to me? The quiet song. Raging. Absolutely raging. So then Nelly came on singing, it's getting hot in here, so take up all your clothes. I am getting too hot, I want to take my clothes off. So started singing that, because you know how I've just let you hear and I'm so good at it. I says, I'm good at that one, and that could be my next karaoke song. And he's like, please don't. Then it got to a bit that I didn't really know the words because I've not listened to it for ages. So I wasn't singing that bit, and he went, look, you're doing good. He thought I was doing a quiet song. So then I just had to start singing again, whether I knew the words or not, and he just laughed at me. Everybody's just sick of me today. My nonsense, to be fair. I mean, everybody's sick of me every day, my nonsense, but they really are sick of me today. They're tired of my antics. But that's alright. I'm just here to do the jazz hands and really annoy everybody. And just sing my wee heart out. And that'll be that. Bye. If anybody is struggling to get over any kind of loss or love, or to find love, anything like that, and you do feel as if you might need a wee bit of an ear or whatever else, you can message me. Even, I'd say this in every episode, even if you're not wanting to book in for a consultation or an appointment or anything like that, you can still message me for advice. I will always try and give advice where I can. You can have a quick phone call, a wee quick 5-10 minute phone call if need be. But if you do want to book in, all you have to do is you can email or message either the Reboot Sanctuary or Reboot Your Thoughts podcast. You can go onto the rebootsanctuary.com and there's a WhatsApp button on there. You can send a message and we'll get back to you ASAP. Normally within 24 hours, but obviously if it's really busy, it might be a wee bit longer. We try not to be. We do try and do it within the 12 hours. And yeah, but if you would like to advertise on the podcast or sponsor the podcast, there is many packages available to everybody regardless of your budget. We can sort something out for you. Again, just email rebootyourthoughtspodcast@gmail.com and Bob's your uncle, Van's your uncle, will get you something sorted. I don't know what else I really need to say today. My head's not in the game at the minute. I'm going through a wee something now, in case you've not noticed that when I keep telling you that my mum's a bit worried that I'm going to go cuckoo. She thinks I'm going to go one flew over the cuckoo nest, I think. And that's not me mocking mental health, that's just me mocking me. Or mocking my mum. I'm mocking one of yous, but not you. I think I might be grounded. I think I might be in trouble. But that's alright, because I've always been in trouble for I was about 12. I don't mind being in trouble. I think it's quite hilarious, actually. But I'll just not get caught whatever I'm going to. I'm actually not doing anything. She just thinks too much. It doesn't help I told her I was going to do something, but listen, I just like winding her up. Or do I? No, my mum's so easy. My mum, like, I keep saying to her, stop biting and I won't keep winding you up. You take the bait every time, Helen. So we've got the mother phoning us, we've got a couple of pals phoning us because I think they know that Helen thinks that we're going a wee bit too far somewhere with our mental health. But we're not. I'm genuinely not. I'm not just saying that. I genuinely am not going anywhere. I was just being me. But I'm still here. I'm still fine, and I am still open for business, people. Oh, I was going to say something there, but I can't say it. It's maybe something for another day. If anybody is just starting a business or is in business, anything to do with business, interested in business, I'm going to be bringing my business podcast back, Reboot Your Business podcast. So if you would like to come on and talk about your business, or if you would like to talk about anything to do with business, if you'd like to find out about business, I don't know, have a debate with people, might even get people on to debate different businesses, send me an email. You would need to email into rebootyourbusinesspodcast@gmail.com, because if it's in with these emails, it'll get lost. It'll just totally get lost altogether. So yeah, if you'd like to come on there and have a wee chin wag, then let me know. And that's all I'm going to say today. But for now, I'm going to go because like I said, my head's not in it today. I don't really even know what day it is, to be honest with you. But it's a very sunny weekend this weekend, I think. So everybody please stay safe. Everybody enjoy yourselves. And just be careful while having fun, whatever you're doing. And look out for each other as well. But I will be back next Wednesday, 7 p.m. I'm going to try and do it over the weekend so that it's definitely there for Wednesday. And I'll speak to you all soon. Bye.